Hello everybody and welcome to the Christmas calendar with Captain Future, day 17. Fly with me into the future. Today is all about exponential growth, and this is linear growth. We have actually exponential growth. The J curve, flying into the future with tech and science and engineering and cities and all architecture and such, all booming and flying into the future at an exponential speed. You know what isn't keeping up? That just maybe this slow linear progression. This is our school system, and then of course our whole societal system. How many of you actually go to training courses at least 4 weeks per year, training all your human skills you need to keep up with all this change? I guess almost none of you. And a month, that's a short time. We need to develop a whole new system and way of thinking. How do we keep up? How do we make the mind and the heart and the spirit experience exponential growth in skills and mindsets and talents as well? I just read an interesting article about this tonight that spurred my thinking about this. I'll share that with you. It's from I'll checking. The link disappeared on my iPad. Gerd Leonard. Yeah, I'll share that with you. Yes, exponential growth of the mind, of the heart, and of the spirit as well. How do we start teaching skills and mindsets to all human beings on planet Earth? And for that matter, just not us, the older, everyone, the younger kids in school. Why is this not the number one topic in school for everyone? Creativity, cognition, empathy, compassion, spirituality, and all mindfulness, all the skills and talents we need to keep up with change and get ahead of change and take the reins and actually drive change, and not let technological drive us like it is now. We are barely keeping up, flying after all the information with social media and iPhones and Apple TVs and Netflix and self-driving cars and everything, and of course the other way, the crash course we're on with all our extraction of resources and polluting of our environment and melting of the solar caps and acidification of the ocean and overfishing and everyone. All those are down the other way, and as technology races this way, and we humans, we should really get ahead of this and take charge of this. And of course, if you have followed this Christmas calendar, and I've been watching it at all this December, I've been talking about this before, but this really sums up the need for academies, dojos, schools, courses, crash courses, big seminars and events and dialogue conventions, at least a month a year. I think maybe 2 months a year we need to spend of our working productive time getting ahead of this curve. And how we're gonna do that? How we get money to that? How we gonna get time to that? Like I heard a quote from my friend Carl Magnus Möller, and I just read it some days before. When someone asks, you need to do more mindfulness, do 20 minutes a day, but I don't have time to do 20 minutes mindfulness a day. Then you need to do 60 minutes mindfulness a day. Are you crazy? I don't have time for an hour a day. Then you really need to do 2 hours of mindfulness training a day, and so on and so on. You can see where this ends, yes. So if you don't have time to actually spend a month here developing your skills, you need to at least spend 2 months instead. But that doesn't compute. No, that doesn't really compute. But like I said, this is a conundrum, a puzzle, and that's what I, as Captain Future, are my main driving force. How do we create future dojos and academies where we can train every citizen in our civilization and society to actually become citizens of our society, and not just people flinging after the speeding away rocket. No. You're with me so far? Yeah. So let's set up an innovation house, an academy, a future dojo, a dialogue dojo, a human school, whatever. We can just not just start with one. We need to start at least a dozen different concepts and start prototyping and see, and then start doing this for real. So I welcome everyone to join in. Start experiment, start joining, start doing, start experiment with all these projects and see what this can take us. I will spend my next year visiting events and going out in wherever I go, and creating talks at my future lunches and such, talking to people about this. How can we really speed this up and get ahead of the rocket instead flinging after it? So with that, I leave you, Captain Future. Yes, I will be flying for the rocket with my Captain Future cape on the back. So with that, I'll leave you, my fellow listener. Captain Future signing out.